Hello and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. If you don't know me, my name is Amelia and I upload all kind of book content such as reading vlogs, reading wrap-ups, you name it. There's a little bit of lifestyle sprinkled in there. And if you are not new here, then welcome back. Welcome to a chaotic vlog. I can already tell you it's going to be chaotic. I haven't even started it yet, but I can tell you it's going to be chaotic. So, if you haven't gathered by the title, we are doing a 24 hours of reading again. This is the first one I'm filming in 2025. However, it's not the first one you were seeing in 2025. However, the last one was a bit naff because one, I was getting ill, and two, I was getting into a reading slump. So I'm bringing a positive energy and going, that's just not the case this month. This time I'm doing it, we're going to be good vibes. We're going to feel good and we're going to feel happy and we're going to be positive and we're going to get through books and we're not going to get into a slump. It was the time of year where I usually get into a reading slump anyway, so I knew it was going to come. So it's water, but we are doing 24 hours of reading. I actually booked a half day from work specifically for this. So it is currently just gone 10 to 2 in the afternoon, and usually it's a Friday, I'd usually be at home at work, but I'm not. So we are going to do some reading today, between today and tomorrow. The way it's going to work is I'll start the timer hopefully at 2, and then I'll keep it going all throughout today until the evening as I go to, but then I'll pause it when I go to bed, and then we'll continue it through to tomorrow, and hopefully before I go out tomorrow evening I would have finished. However, there's no guarantee that will happen. If not, I'll try and finish it Sunday morning, because I am going out tomorrow evening. So maybe when I get home, because it's not going to be a late night, it shouldn't be a late night, I will then continue it, but otherwise it'll be Sunday morning. I continue it until I finish 24 hours, but we will succeed at this time. I'm really excited. I have got quite a few books on my TBR. Books I would like to get to in this video. Obviously, I'm not going to read all of these. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus one that I'm currently in the middle of that I'm going to read first. So 10 books altogether to read. I don't think we're going to get through that in 24 hours. I'm not that fast of a reader. I'm fast enough. Like, I've specifically not chosen books that are like 600-700 pages long, because there's some ones I want to pick up, like Love Unwritten I wanted to, but I was like, that's a long book. And Saving Six, I was like, you know, that's going to take me forever to get through, so I was like, no. I was smart. I just chose ones that I know I probably can get through. So we're going to go through the list of books I want to read, and then I'll talk about the one I'm currently reading for a different video. It's going to be a bit confusing for my brain today, but it's fine. So first of all, we have The X-Vows by Jessica Joyce. I really want to read it. I'm not going to talk about the book specifically, but I'll say what books they are, so that one. We have The Fake Out by Stephanie Archer. This is the second one in the Vancouver Storm series. We then have Caught Up by Liz Tom Ford. This is the third book in the Windy City series. We then have Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I think this is going to be the first book I pick up because it is also my book club pick of the month. So the first book I pick up after I finish the one I'm currently reading. Because this is my book club's book of the month, and I would like to actually read the book of the month this month, because I didn't last month and I felt really bad. So then we have Live is a Loser by Lauren Ford. This seems really interesting and fun, and I feel like this would be a really cute, like, fun one to read in the evening, maybe when I'm like feeling a bit tired, but fun one to laugh at. Then we've got Daydream by Hannah Grace. Then I would love to actually continue Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. Just to put in the fantasy, I would love to read Belladonna, because I've been wanting to read this for ages. I feel like this might sprinkle things up when I've got like loads of romance on this TBR. So, and then there is Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter, because I would like to get to this. And then, where's my Kindle? Ooh. On my Kindle, I'm currently for a video that you would have seen before this one, which is... Sorry, I've got hair going into my eye. It is reading Kindle Unlimited books for a week, more like 2 weeks, and I started reading Zodiac Academy, and I wasn't going to read it in this video. I was going to save it to finish, but I'm like, I want to know what's going to happen. I've got 55% left to go. I feel like I need to like just finish it. And it says I've got like 3 hours 49, which I think is pretty decent, because then it means I've got 20, I'll have like 20 hours to read more books after that. So we're gonna finish Zodiac Academy. Obviously I won't give like my my final update, but I won't be giving you updates on this book in this video. I want to have clips for my Kindle video, but I will like maybe talk a little bit about it as well in this video, because why not. But we are nearly halfway through the book and I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna get myself cozy. I think I might get a tea. I was gonna make a matcha, but I think I just want a tea right now. So I think I'm gonna go make a tea, get cozy, and then start reading Zodiac Academy: The Awakening. And let's hope I don't want to just pick up the second one, because it is very addictive, and I really would like to finish this book. So I will update you when I start reading. Okay, it is time to start reading for 24 hours. I'm excited. I'm actually excited for the good books we're going to get done today. I'm just excited to read, like to spend my Valentine's Day reading, and within this we're going to try and get some self-care stuff done, like maybe a face mask, do my skincare, like actually probably do my skincare like I don't usually do it. I haven't done it for ages like properly, and I feel bad for my skin, and have a nice shower and everything, which will be paused the time when I do that. But we are going to start the timer now. Let's go. Okay, we've just hit 2 hours into this reading challenge. I'm 70% of the way through Zodiac Academy, The Awakening, the first book, and I'm obsessed. Like, I'm just obsessed with everything. I don't want to talk too much about it because I have got a video where I'm meant to be reading it for, which I'll do a full on, like, my full on thoughts at the end of on Sunday. However, I am fully obsessed with this book. I am so glad I picked it up, so I've got so my. I am so glad I picked this book up, like, at the beginning of the week. And I just have found another series that I am now suddenly obsessed with, which I didn't need. However, I know what book I'm picking up next. I'm going to be picking up Wild Eyes, and I'm so excited. But yeah, I'm currently just going to continue binging this, and hopefully we'll finish it in the next couple of hours, so that I can then move on. Because I would like to finish this by, like, say 7 later. So it's 5 to 5, which is actually crazy because it means work is nearly finished. Which is very weird in my head, because I had a half day today and I feel like, yeah. However, I would like to finish this by 7 so I can start another book, and I'm so excited. I'm in a very good, like, mood, and a very good reading mood, which when I did my last reading, 24 hours of reading, I don't think I really was. I think I was forcing myself to read, and that's when I got into a bit of, I was not really feeling what I was reading, which kind of sucked. But we've got some good reads in the mind today. Like, even if I go off that TBR, I've got some of my great books on my shelf that I can pick up. So I'm very happy. I'm just in a very good reading mood. So, gonna continue reading Zodiac Academy. Gonna finish this chapter, but I really need the toilet. But how long? 10 minutes with this chapter. So, yeah. Like I said, 70% of the way through. The book is 420 pages. And I'm on 294. So I think we could get through it in the next, what's Kindle saying? How long? 2 hours and 9 minutes. I think it's doable. So I'm going to get on with it, and I'll probably catch you up when I finish this book. Let's go. Okay, I've got 3 minutes left of my timer for my food. I'm going to pause the reading timer. Because I'm not going to start reading until after I've eaten. But we're at 20 hours and 15 minutes left, which means we've read for 3 hours and 45 minutes. And I have just finished Zodiac Academy of the Awakening, and oh my god, I love that book. I will talk more about it and you'll see a kind of actual proper clip of my thoughts in the video before this when I've read Kindle books for a week. But I really enjoyed this book. I think I'm going to give it a 4-star. I don't think it's going to be more than that. I just don't think it's giving me like the same vibe as like Fourth Wing and stuff like that. But for a first book of the series, it wasn't slow. And the thing for me is I usually find for first books of fantasy series is they are slow to get into because they're doing world building and everything, but this was doing world building but so much was happening at the same time, so it kind of just kept you on your feet, and I honestly loved it. Like, I just loved it, and I cannot wait to continue the series. Like, I just love it. So I could see myself picking up the second one at some point. No, I don't think in this video. I'm going to aim not to, because I don't really want to like, get so delved into it. And like, I want to read romance books because it is romance day, it's love day, and I really want to put some rom-coms on, and I feel like I can't read fantasy with rom-coms in the background. So yeah, I'm going to be putting Bride Wars on after dinner because I just really want to watch that. I'm like in that mood to watch Bride Wars, so yeah. However, I finished that book and I loved it. We are now picking up Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver because I have waited too long to read this book. It is also on Kindle Unlimited, so I know that if I get a bit fed up of reading physically, I can go to the Kindle book, but I'm so excited to read this book. It is my, like I said at the beginning of this video, it is my book club pick of the month for February, so I feel like now that I'm reading it now, at least I know I've read it. It is also my, I don't know what it is also, but I actually am really excited to read it, and I've heard so many good things about this one, so I'm really excited. Wild Love took me a while to get into, but I'm really excited to get into this one because it just seems interesting. But yes, I'll tell you my thoughts when I pick this one up after I've eaten. So let's go. And I will be having a cheeky glass of wine later because it's Valentine's Day and I have a bottle of rosé that I actually specifically bought for my friend's birthday next week, but I really want a glass of rosé, so... I'm sorry, but this bit I'm saying is not a spoiler because it is on the back of the book that we meet this girl like wanting to like, get a selfie with a grizzly bear, and he's just referencing saying it's not Winnie the Pooh, and like eels. And it just made my day. It just made me laugh so much. I'm literally on page 4. I am literally on page 4, and I'm already cracking up. This book is following Weston Belmont or West, and I'm pretty sure he was the best friends of the guy in Wild Love that I could not remember his name in the slightest because it's been a while since I've read that book. And all I remember is him being Willa from Heartless's brother. Heartless by Elsie Silver's brother. You know what I'm talking about. And then you follow a guy called Skylar who is a singer, and I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen, but I'm already laughing, so that's always a good sign. Please avoid the look. I am doing my skincare. I'm on chapter 4 of Wild Eyes, and I'm already enjoying it, but I need to do my skincare at the same time. So I'm trying to read it on my Kindle and do my skincare. I'm going to go with what I used to do, which is cleanser, toner, and then I think I'll do the face mask, and then the cream, because I feel like I need to like put cream on after I've done a face mask. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I haven't done a face mask in a while. I've got my mirror here, my trusty Kindle here, my candle is on as you saw me light, and I've got like my half a glass of wine. I'm actually really hungry, but I don't know why. And I've got this really weird headband in just to keep my fringe out my way. So I'm going to do my skincare, and I'm going to read and watch Bride Wars, so let's go. We are at 18 hours and 8 minutes. We are currently 18% of the way through Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I think I'm on chapter 7, just about to go to chapter 7. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I feel like there's still a lot of like a lot to get to, and all I can think about right now is Zodiac Academy, so like part of me is like, oh, maybe I should just read that. I don't want to just read that, but I feel like I'm going to have to be picking it up soon, so I have a feeling my Kindle video will probably have been just me reading Zodiac Academy, because that's all I want to read. But I am really enjoying this so far. I'm liking the dynamic between Skylar and West. I'm like seeing her, and it kind of reminds me of Amelia from When in Rome, of that she basically ran away because she needed to get away from everything, and like she was this pristine singer who hadn't really lived a life and like her own life, and then she went to this town and met Noah and started like living a normal life. I'm feeling like this is kind of the same, again, that kind of vibe from Skylar. She's like ditched where she was and turned up at Rose Hill because she just needs a break, and I'm already enjoying it. West's kids are already adorable, and I actually think I love them. So that's always a good sign. I am getting slightly tired, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm getting to the point where I just want to sleep, but I'm not sleeping yet. I'm gonna give it try and stay up till midnight and get a good chunk of the way through. So I've got 16 hours, because then I can try and potentially get this done. I don't think I'll get it done before I go to the show tomorrow, but potentially when I get home or early Sunday morning, because I would like the afternoon to myself. So yeah, so I'm just gonna comb my hair so I can like tie it up for tonight. Gonna continue reading this book and enjoy it more, because I'm currently now watching Bridget Jones' Diaries, the first one, because I just finished Bride Wars, and oh my god, I forgot how much I love that film. Guys, Bride Wars is such a cute film, and I forgot how much I loved it. So I enjoyed it. And I am enjoying this book. It's just taking me a little bit longer because I think I'm getting tired, so I'm just like I'm reading slower than I would like to read. But okay, good morning. I didn't actually stay up as long as I wanted to yesterday. But we are at 17 hours and 22 minutes. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think we're gonna finish today. However, we could. I also this is one away but I'm also going out. So I'm feeling like I'm gonna do as much as possible before I go to London today. I'm also going to be reading on the train, so I'm going to use that, but I'll try and make sure I pause the timer both times when I stop reading on the train, because I say I'm going to read on the train, it depends how I feel, because I feel like that with my chance to have a little bit of a break from reading, so my throat is extremely dry. But yeah, I didn't read much more last night. I was struggling to pay attention to the book, so we are at like 25% of the way through Wild Eyes, but I am very much enjoying it. I'm on chapter 9. So I'm hoping to get through this like in the morning. Okay, we have my breakfast. It is a smoothie. Raspberry, strawberry, banana with protein powder, mango, freestyle mango greens, and oat milk and oats. And it's good. It's a little bit bland because there's no yoghurt in it, because you put yoghurt in but I run out. So that's fine. However, I've read 2 chapters so far, and the banter between West and Skylar I actually really love, and I just love that you can see little parts of Skylar come out as the chapters go on, and I love when you're like learning more about characters and see them develop as a character over the course of time, so I'm obsessed. So I'm going to continue reading. I currently got YouTube on because I don't want to put a film on right this moment or continue Bridget Jones right this moment in time. So we are watching YouTube until I decide to put a film on, but I'm okay with that because I need to finish the playlist that I set up for this readathon. So let's go reading, let's watch YouTube. Let's go. really struggling to focus on reading now with my TV on, so I'm literally going to put my headphones on and put like either music on or lo-fi beats. Like I need something on in the background, but I just can't do the whole let's watch TV. So I'm going to put right now at this current moment, so I'm going to put, I don't know what I'm going to put on. I might put a playlist on for reading this book. Like someone, usually people made playlists for this, so if my search bar works, reading, no. Reading Wild Eyes. So yeah, I think I'm going to put this playlist on, which is Reading Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I'm going to put this on and listen to this whilst continuing this book. I'm now exactly halfway through the book and I am still thoroughly enjoying it. I'm just struggling to pay attention because of my TV, which is why I'm doing this, because I think it'll help me get through the book. Because all I can do is doing everything other than reading, and I'm like, that's not what I should be doing right now, and I'm powering through that. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to read. I'm going to listen to this. I might start the next book as an audiobook depending on what book I pick up next, so then I can play some Sims because I feel like maybe that will help, but we will see. Anyway, I'm going to put this playlist on and I'm going to read. Okay, it is 11 o'clock. I don't know if you can see that. I'm currently like advertising my show at the same time. It's currently 11 o'clock. We have 14 hours and 10 minutes left on the time, which means we've read for nearly 10 hours, which doesn't feel like that long at all. However, we are 70% of the way through Wild Eyes. I am hooked. I don't want this book to be over. I don't actually know what I'm going to do when it's over. Like, I honestly don't know what to do. Like, part of me feels like maybe I should just read Belladonna, because I'm like, that will get me something completely different. But at the same point, I don't think I'm ready for that book. Excuse me. I can't tell you. What is on the top? I can't figure out what... Oh, the fake out. I forgot I even put that on my list. I honestly can't tell you. Like, part of me just wants to pick up Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, just because I want to stay in Elsie Silver world, but I know that I can't do that. So, yeah, I'm literally hooked on this book. So, yes. Always a good thing when I'm hooked on a book, but like now part of me is sort of like thinking I need a fantasy. I have Assassin's Blade, but like, and I know I need to get to it, but I just don't feel like I'm ready for that. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading. I'm currently listening to Spotify still. It's really helping me get through the reading. I'm actually really enjoying it. And I will probably update you now when I actually finish this book, and we'll see how long I've got left on the timer and what book I want to pick up next. So, I've just finished this book. I can take the book out. I started reading it physically. I think I read 3 chapters physically and then I moved to my Kindle. Just finished Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. Yeah. I actually remember when I bought this, I think. I can't remember if it was... I don't remember specifically, but I remember around the time when I bought it, because I remember it was around the time when just crappy things were happening, and yeah. I am so happy I finally read it. I can't tell you. I actually loved it. I really enjoyed this book. I was like rooting for them the whole time. Never did anything fake, like waver. I just knew I was like rooting for them the whole time. Even the second act breakup. Is it a third act breakup? Third act breakup, I think it's called. That sounds better. That sounds right. Lol. The third act breakup in this just didn't feel like... It wasn't bad. Like, it was a, civil break... I wouldn't say a civil, but it was not like those cringy ones that they cheated. Like, I hate the cheating ones. Or they just argued, or so it's so stupid. I just felt kind of like the right thing at the time, but also you wanted them to be together, and I just loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think I'm going to settle on a 4.5 stars. I don't think it's a 5-star rating, but I think I'm settling on a 4.5 star rating. I think it was a very good book and was written extremely well and so much better than Wild Love. I loved this one so much, and I love it. I loved everything about Skylar and Weston, or West. I loved them both, but I also loved West's kids. They were adorable, and there were some things that they said just moved me so much, and I was like, yes. There was times where I found myself nearly crying because it was my fringe just looks a bit like meh today, so I'm very sorry. It's a bit like, oh, a bit, no. I'm having a weird day with my hair, but it's fine. It's currently 20 past 12. I don't know how it's currently 20 past 12, but it is. We have 12 hours and 53 minutes left on the timer, which is possibly enough time to get through 2 more books, potentially, I say. I need to sort this out. They're just sitting like that for now, but I do need to sort these books out and actually like sort this area out. It's a bit of a mess. It's fine. I have zero idea on what I'm going to read next, so for a moment I'm going to have a quick look. Okay, we have a choice of 2 books. This was not on my TBR, but I think it is on my... I think it's on my February TBR though, which would be really good to get it off my February TBR because it's been on more than one TBR. It is on my February TBR, so it's Pumpkin Spice Cafe, to be honest, and would also be nice to get that done, but I'm not in the mood for that book yet. So we've got The Night Shift by Annie Crown. I would like to get to it, and it's quite short. I think it's like just over 300 pages, so I think this is a quick and easy read. But then I also want to read Nothing Like Some Movies by Lynn Painter, which is actually quite long. I want to say about 400 pages. So I feel like because Wild Eyes was quite long, I think I'm going to pick up Night Shift. I'm not sure how I feel about it because I have heard this was a Wattpad novel, so I'm not expecting like thoroughly brilliant writing, but I feel like it's going to be an easy one just to get through. And then I can pick up a next book. After that, I just don't know what book I want to read. Like, it's really hard when you just read a really good book to then go, oh. And I kind of don't want to go into one of the books that I'm most anticipated for, like The X-Files, because I'm expecting that to be like a 5-star read, but after reading Wild Eyes, I'm like, will I then go in with it and have these expectations and not enjoy it as much? And then I was going to pick up The Assistant and the Villain, and I was like, I'm not sure I'm in the mood for that. And I'm trying not to pick up the big chunky ones, because otherwise I would pick up Saving Six, because I want that, but I'm scared, okay? Okay. I am literally only on chapter 3, and I'm just not feeling it. I'm not sure it's just the vibe of the book or how small the writing is, like it's tiny, or I just don't know, like I genuinely don't know how I feel. So I think I'm going to not read it right now because I don't want to put myself into a point where I force myself to read something because I'm for the sake of it. So I think that's going to be on the back burner. Maybe I'll come back to it later after I read another book, or maybe I just won't pick it back up for now. Maybe it's a book I end up unhauling because I every time I see it I'm like, oh, I'm going to read it, but I don't want to read it. So I think we're going to start this book because when I started that book all I could think about was Liz and Wes, and I want to know what's going to happen because I'm not sure. I'm not expecting it to be anything like Better Than the Movies. I know it's not going to be, and I'm not sure. I definitely didn't think there was going to ever be like a sequel to that book because I thought, okay, that's it, it's finished. It didn't like leave a cliffhanger. Like with fantasy books, you kind of like, you can know when they're going to bring out a second book usually because of the way it ends. With romance books, it's a lot harder because either they're going to be interconnected standalones, like ones that are about different people, but when it's about the same person, you're like, how is it going to carry on? Like Binding 13, when it ended, it left on a cliffhanger, so you kind of knew there was going to be a second book in Johnny and Shannon's story. With Better Than the Movie, it did not leave on a cliffhanger, they ended up together. Sorry, but it's so cliche. It's one of those cliche romance books out there that you know they're going to end up together. So why is there a second one? But I'm intrigued. So we are going to start this book instead because I got it with my birthday money and it is on Kindle as well, which sounds really defeating the purpose of this video. Well, not the video because I can read whatever, but like, why am I reading everything on my Kindle? What is the point of having physical books if I read it on my Kindle? But yeah, we're going to read Nothing Like the Movies. So I'm intrigued to see what happens. So I'll let you know my thoughts, but I think we're going to stick with this book. Hopefully I won't get bored of that either. okay, we are, we've got 10 hours and 54 minutes left, so we've gone past the 12-hour mark, so we've done half of the challenge already, which is making me feel so good. I ain't gonna lie to you. My Kindle is got 16% on, like, left on it, which is actually crazy, so I need to put it on charge soon. Obviously let my MacBook charge up a little bit more so I can play Sims and not waste the whole battery. However, we are currently 18% of the way through this book, and I won't lie, I am enjoying it. Not as much as I was enjoying Wild Eyes when I got into it, but like I don't think it's going to top that. But I am enjoying I think I love books where there's tenseness, and because the first book was definitely, they were in high school, I feel like this is now in college and it's like giving me more. I want to know exactly the reason why it was a hard breakup for them, because I don't want to spoil too much, but Wes goes through a really big thing, like you hear in the first chapter, which is like the prologue. And then he goes back to college and like she's like fully hating on him, basically doing everything he can to like avoid him, and yeah, I'm intrigued to see what's gonna happen. To be fair, we've only just had their first reunion after a year or nearly 2 years, so like a year and a half, so it's like their first reunion in like a year and a half. And I did forget that they were next door neighbours in the first book, and I knew it was like a Duff kind of situation. I remember it being like she wanted someone else, and he needed tutoring, so it was kind of a vice versa situation. I think it was tutoring, I can't really remember, but it was a vice versa situation, which was like Duff. And then she ended up falling for Wes rather than the guy she wanted. So yeah, I am enjoying it so far. Like I said, I'm only 18% of the way through. I'm only on chapter 10, or about to start chapter 10. So I think I'm going to read for a little bit longer whilst this charges up a bit more, and then I'm going to start the audiobook. So currently at 79%. So I'm going to give it till it gets to like, I'll try and get it to 100%. And whilst that's charging, I'll read physically / Kindle on my Kindle. I'll then put my Kindle on charge, take this off charge, and then yeah. And I will chat to you later. I think we could do this one, guys. You know, I think I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 hours till I need to go. 3 hours and 40 minutes till I need to go, which is, and out of that I need to get dressed. I need to eat my dinner. But I can use the audiobook whilst doing that, so I literally have got 3 hours and 40 minutes. So that will take me to like 7 hours roughly, 7, 6, and then I'll read for maybe a couple more hours when I get home, which would then take me to like 5 hours. And if I get up at the same time I did today, tomorrow, then it'll take me to like midday and I'll finish, which is what I want, because I've got things I want to do in the afternoon, and I know I won't be able to get them done if I am still doing this challenge. So we're gonna work on this. We're gonna do this. I am thinking if I charge my Kindle now, I could potentially take my Kindle with me to London, or I could just do the audiobook. We'll see. Anyway, my Kindle is saying it's going to take me 5 hours 41 minutes left to read this book. But obviously if I do the audiobook I'll get further through, because I listen to on 2 times speed. So yeah. Okay, as predicted, I'm back in pyjamas. Honestly, just need to be cozy right now. And I'm about to start the timer. We got The Hobbit on because I was like, it's an easy watch. I love it so much. And I'm going to read physically, but my Kindle is now charged if I need it and I want to use that. But I'm going to read physically for now, and I'm excited to continue this book. I kind of forgot where I left off. Oh, the interview. Okay, I got it. I'm excited. I've got donuts, I've got tea, I've got water, and I've got The Hobbit, which is just the ultimate cosy evening for me. It is 10 o'clock, or just gone. And so it is time just to sit, start the timer. My phone is on 12%, so I do need to put it on charge. Start the timer. I'm going to put my alarm on for 6 so I can wake back up at 6. And 6:30 and 7, so I can try and go early as possible to finish this readathon, because I don't want to be up all night, because I would like to sleep, because like I said, I've got plans for tomorrow. Well, not plans, but the things I want to do tomorrow, but I want to get as much done so that tomorrow morning I'm not stressing too much to finish it. Anyway, let's continue reading Nothing Like the Movies and watch The Hobbit. Let's go. Sorry, I put my headphones on to watch Hobbit on my computer. That's why. I just wanted to do something different, and that was the only way I was going to focus. However, it is, what time is it? It's 11:30. I am absolutely shattered. The crying took it out of me. If I didn't cry, I think I'd have been fine, because that show made me cry a lot tonight. I'm like, no. So I've got 7 hours and 20 minutes left to read. So I'm at about 60-something% of the way through. Let me find out from the physical book, because I moved my Kindle because it was just getting too much. But we had some big developments since I last spoke to you about this book. We've had some big developments, 69% of the way through. The book, I'm actually going to have to put you on charge again, brilliant. However, this book is so good. We've had some big developments between Wes and Liz, and I am actually preferring this to Better Than the Movies. Like, I remember loving Better Than the Movies when I read it. It was like a 5-star read when I read it. It was just so sweet. But I think because it was so sweet that now I'm more of a person who just loves the angst, and this is just tension and angst, and I love it. I don't think I'm going to give it 5 stars though, because it's not as good as Wild Eyes, and I only give it 4.5. And I think if I reread Better Than the Movies now, I would probably be like, that's probably a 4-star. This is really good though. I am actually thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm so glad I got this with my birthday money for my nan. And I'm so glad I'm currently reading this book, so it makes me so happy. Good morning, it is 7:05, and it is about time to start the timer again to continue reading Nothing Like the Movies. This timer is saying if I don't pause the timer anymore, it will be finishing around 2:25, which isn't that bad because it still gives me the whole afternoon and evening. So the goal is to not stop the timer, which actually will probably be fine. So I'm going to pick up Nothing Like the Movies and try and finish this and watch some YouTube, and let's go. My stomach's hurting a little bit this morning, but it's fine. It's something I'm used to in the morning. I'm tired. I wanted to stay in bed, but I knew that if I stayed in bed this would go on longer, so time to press start. Let's go. Okay, we have finished Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. Oh my god, this book was actually really good. Really good? Oh my god, am I okay? Am I okay? Really good. We have 5 hours and 45 minutes left on the timer, which is probably enough time to start and finish another book. But I'm going to give this book a 4-star. I think it was really good. There are parts of it that annoyed me, and I think it was the constant of him whining, and I think I'd like to see them maybe try and date other people and it's just not working, or at least one of them, like not fake date, but actually date someone else, because it would have been nice just to see that, and then one of them just trying to, specifically Liz, trying to fight the feelings of this new guy as well as her ex. I feel like that's what every second chance romance has, and I think that's maybe why she didn't do it, which is fair. But I think because we got a first book of them finding their way together, I don't know, but I did love it. I did love being back in that world. I did love having Liz and Wes. It's a very easy read. It's very, you can tell it's YA, it's closed door, there's no smart, which I kind of liked, because Wild Eyes had quite a bit of smart in it when they got into their relationship. It was fine. But yeah, we've finished another book for this video, which means we need to find another one. I have no clue what I want to read next. I'm going to go over to my pile and have a look if anything is calling to me, and if not, maybe we'll go for something on my TBR cart. Okay, I've decided on Zodiac Academy Ruthless Fae. I know it sounds crazy of me to pick up a book. It's the second book in that series, but I just needed something that I just was feeling, and I was not feeling more romance. I think if I tried to read more romance, I was going to be put in a slump. So I'm glad I'm changing it up. I'm going back to fantasy. And we are reading Zodiac Academy Ruthless Fae, which I technically, because I don't think I'm going to finish this in this readathon, because it's like 500 pages, and currently it says 9 hours left in the book. I think I can make a good dent in the 4 hours and 35 minutes we've got left. But I genuinely don't think I'm obviously going to finish it. So this will be the second book of my Kindle Reads video, so that's basically what it's getting, but it's fine. So I'm going to continue, I'm going to read this. I've literally read the first page of the first chapter, and I'm already liking the fact that we get the point of views of the heirs as well, and not just Darcy and Tori, because that's all we got in the first book, which kind of made sense because it was their first, like, I guess first week, because this doesn't run in like first years. So I think it's like a week or 2 weeks at the Zodiac Academy. So it's literally picked up where it left off, which I think is great, because I obviously remember where it left off when I finished it on Friday. So I'm going to sit here and read and try not to throw up, because apparently I'm hiccuping and it's making me feel like I'm going to throw up. I need to take my medication, that's a reminder. And I'm going to watch YouTube. I think I'm going to watch Mark Ferris's, like, he's been doing like daily vlogs in February. And I've not watched one of them, so I'm going to start that after I finish off this vlog. Okay, I am so glad I have picked up the Ruthless Fae, the second Zodiac Academy book, because I'm only on chapter 2. I haven't even got that far into it, but I'm only on chapter 2, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, I just think this is what I needed after the 2 romance books back to back. And don't get me wrong, I love romance, but I think I'm slightly getting to that point where I'm a mixture of both romance and fantasy girly, and I needed a bit of a break from romance after reading 2 romance books back to back, and 2 good romance books back to back, by the way. And I think I wouldn't say going to slump, but I think because I've been reading constantly for 24 hours, not even though I've slept, like for 24 hours I haven't had a moment where I haven't been reading a book. I think if I tried to read another romance book, I would have put myself in a slump, and I don't want that. So I'm really happy I'm reading this book. I'm going to go get a tea and I'm going to clean my teeth, because I need to clean my teeth, because I didn't do it last night, so I need to clean it now, because they just feel gross. So I'm going to go clean my teeth, and then I'm going to have a tea, and I'm going to continue reading for 4 hours and 10 minutes. Which means, like I said, it should be finished by 2:30. At 3 o'clock, I'm meant to be FaceTiming my friends. That's perfect timing, because otherwise I won't be FaceTiming her, and I won't be happy. So, because I really, really need to catch up. I miss her too much. So yeah. I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to go clean my teeth, make tea, and then I'll be back. Thank you. Hello. Okay. As you would have seen from that last clip, 24 hours is complete. So I just think I put up my teeth. Some lip balm, because my lips are so dry, so. Hello. Okay. We have completed 24 hours. I won't lie to you, I think the last 5 hours was the hardest part. I think my brain was like, I'm so done with reading. And I struggled with finding something to read. What, I won't even lie to you. The last 5 hours feel like they were yesterday, apart from the last hour. I feel like, yeah, I really struggled with finding like another book to read after I finished nothing like the movies. So I was going, it was a bit of a difficult situation, which made the last 5 hours feel a bit like meh. But I did read some of Zodiac Academy, Ruthless Fae, and I am thoroughly enjoying it. I just think I'm not in the right headspace for it right this current moment because of the readathon, which is why I'm kind of glad I picked it up at the end. But like, I still got time to enjoy it without doing the readathon. I will probably pick it back up before I go to bed tonight, but like, it'll give me a few hours of not reading straight, like continuously reading, because that's all I've been doing. Apart from that, I think going out last night did help, and I think this might be the best readathon 24 hours of reading I've done. But that's just for my opinion anyway. I've really enjoyed this 24 hours of reading, and I think I got some good reading done. So we're just going to sum it up now that it's over. So we started the video off with finishing Zodiac Academy The Awakening. I had the last half of it to finish, so I finished that, and okay, what did I even give it? Why does Friday feel like so long ago when it was literally, what, Friday? I feel like I gave it 4.5 or 4. Did I give it 4? Yeah, I gave Zodiac Academy The Awakening 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good start to the series. Considering it's a 12-book series, I'm like, you know what? That was a good one. That was a good start to it. My hair's a bit of a mess. Please ignore that. We then picked up my book club pick of the month, which was Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I do love an Elsie Silver book, there's no doubt about it, and this book just happened to be something I was so excited for, but also so nervous because I wasn't like obsessed with wild love. But oh my god, I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed Skylar and West. It was just so much fun to read, and I'm so glad I read it second whilst I was still kind of like in that reading mood, like that excitable reading mood. And so I read this, and I'm giving it I gave it a 4.5 stars. I think it would have been bumped up if it wasn't for the fact that I felt like it was just very smutty. And don't get me wrong, and like when they started to get together, it was like you saw the whole like them leading to get together, and as soon as they got together, it was smutty. And then they had a cute moment and then a sad moment, but in the same breath, I still loved it. 4.5 stars. I love West and Skylar. I just think they're adorable. I then attempted to pick up The Night Shift by Annie Crown. It is on the floor there, so that's what I can see. I don't know why it's on the floor, but it's there. I attempted to read that. I read like 10 pages and was like, I'm not really feeling this, so I put it down. And then I picked up Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is the sequel to Better Than the Movies, and I wasn't sure what I was going to think of this because I loved Better Than the Movies at the time. I read it, I gave it 5 stars. I think if I was to reread it, I probably would lower the rating. I am not going to be rereading it unless I got it on Kindle because, unfortunately, I haven't ripped up the copy I had for my book journal. So yeah, however, I really enjoyed this book. I did feel like there was parts of it that could have been better, but I also think it's a YA book. It's done really well, and because I went in expecting it not to be like Better Than the Movies, I knew it wasn't going to be like that. I think that's why I enjoyed it more than I probably could have done. I think if I was like going, oh my god, I love Better Than the Movies, I hope this is like that, I wouldn't have. But I just loved seeing them at college and what Wes went through, what Liz was going through, and like the whole story, and them finding their way back to each other, because it's no secret because on the back it does say they broke up. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. Gave it a 4 star. I think it was done really well. So yeah. And then finally I did try to pick up The Pumpkin Spice Cafe again. I read 2 chapters and I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know, I don't know if the book's for me, and I'm really sad because I have got the Cinnamon Bun Store and I want to get into it, but like, this is the second time I picked this book up, and originally I put it down because I was getting into a slump. And then I think maybe it's because, again, I was reading very much back to back, and that's why I put it down, because I don't think I'm in a slump, because when I was reading this other book, the next book, as I already spoke about, I was enjoying it. So I don't think I'm in a slump, I just maybe needed that break from romance. So I'm not giving up on this book yet. I am putting it back on my TBR cart and we'll see. Hopefully I'll read it. If by autumn time I haven't read it, then I'll probably unhaul it, just because I feel like I've had it on my TBR now for too long, and it's been going on my monthly TBRs way too many times. So yeah. So then we picked up Zodiac Academy Ruthless Fae, which is the second book in the Zodiac Academy series. And did I think I was going to pick it up? No. Am I glad I have started it? Yes. I actually am really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the second one because you're getting like not just Darcy and Tori's point of view, but you're getting like Caleb, Darius. So far that's the only ones you've got. I don't know if you're going to get like Seth or Max, but you've got Caleb and Darius's point of view, which I'm really, really intrigued. And I'm very unsure what's going to happen. But like, it's made me want to read it on like seriously. If it wasn't for the fact that I need a break from reading, I would be wanting to read it. There are so many things I want to do now. I want to like change my Kindle stickers. I'm not going to just yet. Can't be bothered. I want to change my bookshelf out again. Can't be bothered to do that. But I actually cannot wait. And you'll probably have found out how I felt about the whole book of Zodiac Academy Ruthless Fae before this video, because it is going up when I read my Kindle Unlimited books for a week video, and that's before this one, which I could technically swap out, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it when it is. So yeah, I am also just realised I am literally wearing my Amateur Theatres merch. What was it? 42nd Street Fleece 24-hour hoodie t-shirt, like literally covered in head to toe for my Am Jam shows. So. But anyway, that is the end of this 24 hours of reading. I will, like I said at some point during the video, I will try and do it again this year, because I do really enjoy doing them. I just need to find time when I can do it, but I actually know I can do it. Like, I've done it before where I've done it Friday evening through to Sunday morning, and I've done it. So if I can do that then, I can do it again. I just need to do a day where I don't actually have a show in the Saturday evening, so I actually have the Saturday evening as well, because I think that's the thing that made it more hours this morning. Because I actually think I did a pretty good job on Friday with reading, considering, but yeah. Anyway, that is the end. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and I will see you again very soon with another video.